Hi, happy Wednesday. Evie's here with us. I'm so excited that she's able to come on and give us our midweek motivation with this beautiful mantra that she's going to share with us. I hope you guys are all doing well. I don't know what week we're in at this point. I've stopped counting. I'm sure. Has anyone else? Evie, are you counting? I'm like,
No, I lost count like 3 weeks ago.
yeah, yeah. I was like week 1, week 2, week 3. No, done.
It's a lot.
It's been interesting for sure. So we are happy to come on here together and add to our, mindset community. And hopefully, thank you to those who press play and take in the message. And hopefully you can fuel your inspiration and motivation for this week. So Evie, if you want to introduce yourself, that would be great.
Hi, y'all. So I'm Evie. I do a bunch of different things. I'm a content creator. I work as a social media specialist. I run the Philly Womxns collective, which just hit 1 year old in April. So pretty excited about that. We also hit 800 members in April too. So excited about that. That's kind of my passion project, and I have a lot of plans coming up for the Philly Womxns collective and our Chronic and Iconic wellness event series, which is another thing that I really enjoy talking about and writing about.
It's all good.
But it's something I really enjoy talking about and writing about, just my journey with chronic illnesses and mental illnesses.
Yes. I was so moved. We were thankful to Shelby. We were on a panel, and that's when I really connected and got to know who you were and what you shared about suffering from a chronic illness. And it's such an inspirational, you take this struggle in your life and you provide inspiration to others, which it's just amazing. A lot of us can't do that. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Yeah. So I've kind of tried to turn it into a positive, because it is one of the more negative things that I go through in my life, and it's kind of a permanent thing that I go through and that I will go through. So turning that into something positive, and if I can share that with somebody else and help them through that, even if it's just one person, that's really important to me.
Definitely. And how often would you say that the chronic illness comes into play for you? Like, when does it really set in?
I think every day. So It's not something I've always had. I got really sick my junior year of college. I had mono for about 6 months.
Wow.
And it basically just destroyed my body. I've actually had mono 2 more times since then, which is super rare.
Wow.
And I never really got back to normal after that. It was really traumatic for my body and also emotionally, because I couldn't move for like 6 months. And then after that, I started developing a bunch more problems. So they're kind of things that I struggle through and deal with every day. And I'm still learning to deal with them in different ways and recognize symptoms and just kind of how to take care of myself effectively. But it's kind of an ongoing process. And I kind of think that that's just something I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life in some ways. And just finding what works best for me and always trying new things.
Well, it's just so impressive that, you have and come from this place of, when you get an illness, it really can pull you down and create, a lack of confidence, create fear, anxiety, I'm sure. And then you being ambitious career woman, you still are able to bring together this Philly Womxns collective group. And then you start the Chronic and Iconic group. So you're inspiring all of these people out there. And so I was so excited to have you come on and see, if I were to ask Evie, what is her 2-word story? What would it be? I was curious. So if you want to share with all of us what your 2-word story.
So I was just kind of thinking about what I've gone through recently and then what I've gone through in the past. And something that really stuck to me is how resilient that I have been and how thankful I am to be able to be resilient. So my 2-word story is stay resilient. Especially in a time like now, we're all stuck at home. I'm a very social person. I love to be around people. that's something that really helps me get through the day, is knowing that I can see people at the end of the day. I can go out with my friends. I can network with other women. That's a huge part of what I do and what I love to do. And I've been very isolated from that. And I think just staying resilient through all of this and keeping that in my mind has been super important.
That's so beautiful. And the word stay is really a powerful word to me with resilient, because if you're feeling, let's say you have a flare up and you're having a bad couple days, like you have the stay reels you back in. Stay resilient, pick yourself up, you know, and being resilient can also mean just not judging if you have a day that you do nothing because you're feeling low, right? Like I feel like resilience you don't have to always be achieving, right? So
That's actually something I'm really thankful for this quarantine for. I do not love being in this situation at all, but something it has forced me to do is slow down and take that time out for myself. And if I do nothing for a whole day, if I don't get dressed, I don't do my makeup, I don't get on the phone, or like I don't check social media, like that's okay. And that's not something I was okay with before. I'm a very like, I always have to be doing something. My schedule's packed. And now I don't have any schedule other than my work schedule, which is super flexible. So that's slowing it down and just kind of taking that time for myself to just recover and relax. And that makes me even more resilient, I think, because you have that time to just chill out and then you can kind of bounce back.
yes, that's it. That's, you know, a message that I hope everyone's picking up on with stay resilient. It's a beautiful mantra. It's super powerful. The word resilient in itself, like think of all the things you've had to overcome in your life, and be proud of it. Even if it's from a place of trauma, like you moved forward through difficult times. You're resilient, right? There's resilience in all of us. And so stay resilient is that link, right? Isn't it that link to like your strength and your power, and just flow with it. Like let yourself do the things you need to do to remind yourself how resilient you are, you know? Like I just love it. It's so powerful. Thank you so much for coming on to share.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And I will include, obviously, if you guys want to follow Evie and her different groups that she's got going on, she's got lots of events too that are very, very helpful and inspiring. So link up with Evie, and then hopefully if you connect to stay resilient, try it as a mantra for yourself this week. Repeat it in your mind all day long. When you are feeling like you might be in a point of struggle midday, stay resilient. Just repeat that mantra in your mind. That's the whole mantra method. It's really trying to shift your mindset to feel more positive, more motivated, more, you know, calm and fulfilled, right? So thank you, Evie, so much.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. And I hope everyone has a good week. Bye.